Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where we explore the exciting world of the Washington quarter. Discover rare and valuable quarter-dollar coins, hidden mint errors, and coins that could be worth thousands of dollars. Featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington, these coins hold amazing history and surprising value. First coin. The rare 1998 Washington quarter with a large date and a D mint mark. Even in circulated condition showing scratches and wear, this coin has been known to reach an estimated value of around $100,000 in today's auction market. At first glance, the 1998 Washington quarter might look completely ordinary. The surface may show small scratches, marks from circulation, and signs of handling from years of use. These characteristics are common for coins that have traveled through thousands of transactions over time. Yet, in the fascinating hobby of coin collecting, the value of a coin is often determined not just by how it looks, but by its rarity, minting characteristics, and the demand among collectors. Sometimes even a coin that appears worn and scratched can turn out to be extremely valuable. The front of this coin features the well-known portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His profile faces left, and around the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty" at the top and "In God We Trust" on the left side. Beneath Washington's portrait is the year 1998, and just next to the date is a small D mint mark. This mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the major production facilities operated by the United States Mint. The reverse side of the coin displays the classic Washington quarter design used for many decades before the state quarter series began later in 1999. On the reverse, an eagle with outstretched wings stands proudly at the center of the coin. Above the eagle are the words "United States of America," while below appear the words "quarter dollar." The motto "E pluribus unum" appears above the eagle. This powerful and patriotic design made the Washington quarter one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. Millions of Washington quarters were minted in 1998, but not all coins are exactly the same. In some cases, small differences in the minting process can create rare varieties that collectors eagerly search for. One such difference is the large date variety. In this variation, the numbers in the date appear slightly larger, thicker, and more pronounced compared to the normal date style. While this difference might seem very small to someone unfamiliar with coins, experienced collectors, and numismatists, know that these subtle variations can significantly affect a coin's rarity and value. Even though the coin discussed here is in circulated condition, it can still attract strong interest from collectors. Circulated coins show evidence of being used in everyday transactions. The highest points of the design may appear slightly worn, and small scratches or marks may be visible across the surface. These scratches often occur when coins rub against each other in pockets, wallets, or cash registers. Despite these signs of use, circulated coins can still be highly collectible if they possess rare characteristics such as a unique date style or mint mark. The study and collection of coins is known as numismatics, a field that has fascinated people for centuries. Numismatists examine coins for their historical significance, design features, mint marks, and production variations. For collectors, discovering a rare coin is not only about monetary value, but also about the excitement of uncovering a piece of history. The 1998 Washington quarter large date with the D mint mark has become an intriguing topic among collectors because it combines a modern date with a rare design feature. Most coins from the late 1990s are still found in circulation today, which means there is always the possibility that someone could discover a valuable coin while checking their everyday change. Many collectors search through rolls of quarters from banks, hoping to find unusual varieties. Others look through old coin jars, inherited collections, or forgotten piggy banks that have been sitting untouched for years. Sometimes these searches lead to incredible discoveries. Coins that were once considered ordinary can suddenly gain attention when a rare variation is identified. Auction houses play a major role in determining the market value of rare coins. When a unique or rare coin appears at auction, collectors from around the world may compete to acquire it. This competition often pushes the price much higher than the coin's original face value. In the case of the 1998 Washington quarter large date with a D mint mark, Strong collector demand and limited availability have led to auction estimates reaching around $100,000 for notable examples. Professional grading services also play an important role in the coin market. Experts carefully examine coins under magnification to confirm their authenticity and determine their condition. They evaluate details such as the clarity of Washington's portrait, the sharpness of the eagle on the reverse, and the overall preservation of the coin's surface. These evaluations help establish trust in the marketplace and allow collectors to confidently buy and sell valuable coins. Next coin, the rare 1965 Washington quarter with a large date and no visible mint mark. Even in circulated condition with scratches and signs of wear, this coin has been known to reach an estimated value of around $250,000 in today's auction market. At first glance, the 1965 Washington quarter may not appear very special. The surface might show scratches, marks from circulation, and the dull appearance that comes from years of use. These signs are common for coins that have passed through countless hands in everyday transactions. Yet collectors know that the true value of a coin is not always determined by its surface appearance. Factors such as rarity, unique minting characteristics, and historical context can transform an ordinary coin into something extremely valuable. The front of this coin features the well-known portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His profile faces left, and the word Liberty appears above the portrait. On the left side of Washington's profile is the motto, "In God We Trust." Beneath the portrait is the year 1965. Unlike many other coins, this particular quarter does not show a mint mark next to the date. Coins without a mint mark during this period were typically struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the main production facilities operated by the United States Mint. The reverse side of the Washington quarter features a powerful and patriotic design that has been recognized by generations of Americans. At the center of the reverse is an eagle with its wings spread wide, standing proudly as a symbol of strength and freedom. Above the eagle are the words, "United States of America," while the phrase "E pluribus unum" appears just above the bird's head. Below the eagle are the words "quarter dollar." This classic design remained in use for decades and became one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The year 1965 is particularly important in the history of American coins. During this time, the United States was experiencing a shortage of silver coins because people were removing them from circulation and saving them for their silver content. As a result, the government made a major change in coin production. Beginning in 1965, quarters and dimes were no longer made primarily from silver. Instead, they were produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change marked the beginning of a new era in American coinage and makes coins from this transitional period especially interesting to collectors. Although millions of quarters were produced in 1965, not all coins are exactly the same. Some display small differences that make them rare varieties. One such variation is the large date style. In the large date version, the numbers in the year appear slightly bigger, thicker, and more prominent than those found on standard coins. These differences might be difficult for an untrained eye to notice, but experienced collectors pay close attention to such details because they can significantly affect a coin's rarity and value. The coin discussed here is also described as being in circulated condition. This means it was used in everyday commerce and shows signs of wear. The highest points of the design, such as Washington's hair and the eagle's wings, may appear slightly worn. Scratches and marks may be visible across the surface due to contact with other coins during circulation. Even with these imperfections, collectors remain interested because the coin's rarity and historical significance are what truly determine its value. The study and collection of coins is known as numismatics, a field that has fascinated historians and hobbyists for centuries. Numismatists examine coins not only for their value but also for the stories they tell about history, economics, and art. Each coin represents a small piece of the past, carrying with it the design choices and historical circumstances of the time in which it was created. The 1965 Washington quarter, with a large date and no mint mark, has become particularly intriguing to collectors because it comes from a transitional year in U.S. coinage. This was the year when the composition of coins changed and production methods were adjusted to meet the country's economic needs. Coins from such transitional periods often attract attention because they represent moments of change in monetary history. Collectors frequently search for rare coins in the most ordinary places. Some examine rolls of coins obtained from banks, carefully checking each piece for unusual features. Others look through old jars of coins that have been saved over many years. Sometimes people inherit collections from family members and discover valuable coins that had been sitting unnoticed for decades. These searches can be exciting because the possibility of finding a rare coin always exists. Auctions are where rare coins often reach their highest values. When a rare variety like the 1965 Washington Quarter large date appears in an auction, collectors from different parts of the world may compete to acquire it. This competition can drive the price far beyond the coin's original face value. In some notable cases, coins with the right combination of rarity, history, and collector demand have reached astonishing prices. For this particular coin, auction estimates have reached as high as $250,000, even when the coin shows signs of circulation. Professional coin grading services also play a major role in determining value. Specialists examine coins under magnification to verify authenticity and evaluate their condition. They look closely at details such as the clarity of Washington's portrait, the sharpness of the eagle design, and the overall preservation of the coin's surface. These assessments help buyers and sellers understand the true market value of a coin. Next coin. The rare 1993 Washington Quarter with a large date and a P mint mark. Even when this coin appears in circulated condition with scratches and signs of wear, it has been known to reach an estimated value of around $110,000 in today's auction market. At first glance, a 1993 Washington Quarter might not look special at all. The coin could show small scratches across its surface, dull areas caused by years of circulation, and the natural wear that happens when coins pass through many hands. These marks are normal for coins that have been used in everyday transactions for years. However, collectors understand that a coin's true value often depends on its rarity and unique characteristics rather than its perfect appearance. The front side of the coin features the famous portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His profile faces left, and above his head is the word Liberty. On the left side of the portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust." Beneath Washington's profile is the date 1993, and just beside the date is a small P mint mark. This mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important coin-producing facilities operated by the United States Mint. The reverse side of the Washington Quarter carries a powerful and classic design that remained in use for decades. At the center of the reverse is a majestic eagle with its wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and freedom. Above the eagle are the words, "United States of America," while the phrase, "E pluribus unum," appears above the eagle's head. Beneath the eagle are the words, "Quarter dollar." This patriotic design became one of the most recognizable images in American currency and remained a favorite among collectors. Although millions of Washington quarters were minted in 1993, not every coin is exactly the same. Small differences in the minting process can produce rare varieties that collectors actively search for. One such variation is the large date style. In this version, the numbers in the date appear slightly larger, thicker, and more pronounced than the standard date style. While this difference might seem very small to the average person, collectors and numismatists know that such details can make a coin significantly rarer. The coin described here is also in circulated condition, meaning it was used in everyday commerce. Circulated coins typically show wear on the highest points of their designs. On a Washington quarter, this wear often appears on Washington's hair and facial features, as well as on the eagle's wings on the reverse side. Small scratches and marks may also appear on the coin's surface due to contact with other coins during years of circulation. Even with these imperfections, collectors can still find such coins highly desirable if they possess rare characteristics. The study and collection of coins is known as numismatics, and it is a hobby that has fascinated people around the world for generations. Numismatists carefully study coins to understand their historical background, design variations, and rarity. Each coin represents a small piece of history, reflecting the time and circumstances in which it was produced. The 1993 Washington Quarter large date with a P mint mark has become interesting to collectors because it combines a relatively modern year with a rare design variation. Coins from the late 20th century are still commonly found in circulation today, which means there is always a chance that someone could discover one of these valuable pieces in their everyday change. Many collectors search for rare coins in creative ways. Some visit banks and purchase rolls of quarters to examine them carefully one by one. Others search through old coin jars or piggy banks that have been sitting untouched for years. Sometimes valuable coins are discovered in inherited collections, passed down from family members who may not have realized their significance. These discoveries can be exciting because they show that rare coins can still appear in unexpected places. When rare coins are discovered, they are often sold through auctions where collectors compete to purchase them. Auction houses provide a platform where buyers from around the world can bid on rare and unusual coins. As collectors compete, the price can rise dramatically. In the case of the 1993 Washington Quarter large date with a P mint mark, strong demand and limited availability have led to auction values reaching around $110,000 for notable examples. Professional grading companies also play an important role in determining a coin's value. Specialists examine coins under magnification to verify their authenticity and evaluate their condition. They look closely at the sharpness of the design, the presence of scratches or wear, and the overall appearance of the coin. These evaluations help collectors and investors understand how rare and valuable a coin truly is. One important rule that experienced collectors always follow is never to clean a coin. Many people believe that polishing or cleaning a coin will increase its value, but in reality it often does the opposite. Cleaning can damage the coin's surface and remove the natural patina that develops over time. Even coins with scratches or discoloration should be left in their natural state to preserve their collector value. Next coin. The rare 1986 Washington Quarter with a large date and a D mint mark. Even when found in circulated condition with scratches and signs of wear, this coin has been known to reach an estimated value of around $150,000 in today's auction market. At first glance, a 1986 Washington Quarter may look completely ordinary. The surface may show small scratches, marks from years of circulation, and the dull appearance that develops when coins pass through many hands. These signs of wear are common and expected for coins that have been used in everyday transactions for decades. Yet collectors understand that a coin's value is not always determined by how shiny or perfect it appears. Rarity, minting variations, and collector demand can transform a simple coin into something incredibly valuable. The front of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His profile faces to the left, and above his head appears the word Liberty. On the left side of his portrait is the national motto, "In God We Trust." Beneath Washington's profile is the date 1986, and beside the date is a small D mint mark. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the main production facilities operated by the United States Mint. The reverse side of the Washington Quarter displays a classic and patriotic design that remained in use for many decades. At the center is a powerful eagle with its wings spread wide, representing strength and freedom. Above the eagle are the words United States of America, while the phrase E pluribus unum appears just above the eagle's head. Beneath the eagle are the words quarter dollar. This bold design made the Washington Quarter one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. Although millions of quarters were produced in 1986, not every coin is identical. Small differences in the minting process sometimes result in rare varieties that collectors actively search for. One such variation is the large date style. In the large date version, the numbers in the year appear slightly bigger, thicker, and more prominent than the standard date style. While this difference might seem very small to someone unfamiliar with coins, collectors and numismatists know that such details can make a coin much rarer and more valuable. The coin described here is also in circulated condition, meaning it was used in everyday commerce for a period of time. Circulated coins usually show signs of wear on the highest parts of their design. On a Washington Quarter, this wear often appears on Washington's hair and cheek, as well as on the eagle's wings and chest on the reverse side. Scratches and small marks may appear across the surface because coins often rub against other coins inside pockets, purses, and cash registers. Even with these marks, collectors may still find such coins extremely interesting if they possess rare characteristics. The hobby and study of coin collecting is known as numismatics, and it has fascinated people for centuries. Numismatists study coins to understand their history, design, production methods, and rarity. Each coin represents a small piece of history, reflecting the culture, economy, and artistic style of the time in which it was produced. The 1986 Washington Quarter with a large date and D mint mark has become an exciting discovery for collectors because it combines a relatively modern year with a rare design variation. Coins from the 1980s are still commonly found in circulation today, which means there is always the possibility that someone might discover one of these valuable pieces among ordinary change. Many collectors spend time searching through coins in hopes of making such a discovery. Some visit banks to obtain rolls of quarters and carefully examine them one by one. Others look through old jars of coins that have been saved for years without being examined closely. Sometimes people inherit collections from family members and discover coins that were stored away long ago. These searches can lead to exciting discoveries because valuable coins sometimes appear where no one expected them. When rare coins are discovered, they are often sold through auctions where collectors compete to purchase them. Auction houses bring together buyers from around the world who are interested in rare and valuable coins. As collectors place bids against each other, the price of a coin can rise dramatically. In the case of the 1986 Washington Quarter large date with a D mint mark, strong interest among collectors has pushed auction estimates to around $150,000 for certain notable examples. Professional coin grading services also play an important role in determining value. Experts examine coins carefully under magnification to verify authenticity and evaluate condition. They look at details such as the sharpness of Washington's portrait, the clarity of the eagle on the reverse, and the overall condition of the coin's surface. These evaluations help collectors understand how rare a coin truly is and provide confidence when coins are bought and sold. One important piece of advice for anyone who discovers an old or unusual coin is to avoid cleaning it. Many people think that polishing a coin will make it more valuable, but cleaning can actually damage the coin's surface and reduce its value. Collectors generally prefer coins that remain in their natural condition, even if they show scratches or wear from circulation. Next coin. The rare 1988 Washington Quarter with a large date and a P mint mark. Even when this coin appears in circulated condition with scratches and visible wear, collectors have valued it in today's auction market at an estimated $140,000, proving that even a small coin can hold surprising value. At first glance, a 1988 Washington Quarter might not appear special. The surface may show light scratches, marks from circulation, and the dull tone that often develops after years of handling. These signs are common for coins that have been used repeatedly in everyday transactions. However, experienced collectors know that the true value of a coin often lies in rare minting variations and historical characteristics rather than its perfect appearance. The obverse side of the coin features the famous portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His profile faces left, and above his head appears the word Liberty. On the left side of the portrait, you can see the national motto, "In God We Trust." Beneath Washington's portrait is the year 1988, and beside the date is a small P mint mark. This mint mark indicates that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, a historic coin-producing facility operated by the United States Mint. Turning the coin over reveals the classic reverse design that made the Washington Quarter one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. At the center of the reverse stands a proud eagle with its wings spread wide, representing strength, freedom, and national pride. Above the eagle appear the words, United States of America, while the phrase E pluribus unum sits just above the eagle's head. Beneath the eagle are the words, quarter dollar. This design was used for decades and became deeply associated with American coinage and history. Although millions of Washington quarters were minted in 1988, not every coin is exactly the same. Small differences during the minting process sometimes produce rare varieties that collectors eagerly search for. One such difference is the large date variety. In the large date version, the numbers in the year appear thicker, slightly taller, and more prominent compared to the standard design. To someone unfamiliar with coin collecting, this difference might seem minor. But for collectors and experts, even the smallest variation can make a coin extremely desirable. The coin described here is also in circulated condition. Circulated coins have been used in everyday commerce and therefore show signs of wear. On a Washington quarter, the highest points of the design, such as Washington's hair and cheek or the eagle's wings on the reverse, often show the first signs of wear. Small scratches may appear across the surface because coins frequently rub against each other inside pockets, wallets, and cash registers. Despite these marks, a coin with a rare variation can still attract great interest among collectors. The hobby of collecting and studying coins is known as numismatics. Numismatics combines history, art, and economics, making it one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world. Each coin carries a story about the time when it was produced, the materials used to make it, and the design choices that reflect the culture of that era. Collectors enjoy studying these details and searching for rare pieces that add value and meaning to their collections. The 1908 Washington quarter with a large date and P mint mark is particularly interesting because it comes from a period when coins were produced in very large numbers, yet rare variations still appeared. These variations might occur due to small differences in dies used during the minting process or subtle adjustments in production. When collectors identify such differences, those coins can quickly become highly sought after. Many collectors actively search for rare coins in their everyday change. Some visit banks and request rolls of quarters so they can examine each coin carefully. Others search through jars of coins that have been saved at home for years. Sometimes people discover valuable coins in collections passed down by family members. These discoveries are exciting because they show that rare coins can still be found in unexpected places. When a rare coin like the 1988 Washington quarter large date P mint mark appears in the marketplace, it often attracts attention from collectors around the world. Auctions are one of the most common ways such coins are sold. At auction events, collectors compete by placing bids, and the price can rise dramatically as interest grows. In some cases, rare coins have reached astonishing prices. For this particular quarter, auction estimates have reached around $140,000, even when the coin shows signs of circulation. Professional coin grading services also play an important role in the coin market. Experts carefully examine coins using magnification and specialized tools to determine authenticity and condition. They evaluate details such as the clarity of Washington's portrait, the sharpness of the eagle design, and the overall condition of the coin's surface. Once graded, the coin receives a certification that helps collectors trust its value and authenticity. One important rule that collectors often share is never to clean a coin. Cleaning might seem like a good idea, especially if a coin appears dull or scratched. However, cleaning can damage the surface and remove the natural toning that collectors appreciate. Even coins with scratches or wear should be left in their natural state to preserve their collector value.